baked a cake, baked a cake, baked a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Had you dropped me?
Welcome to Baker's Time. I'm your host, Milagro Davis, and today our special guest is Leo Lumpkin.
Hello everyone, my name is Leo, and today I'll be assisting Milagros.
Just call me Millie.
I'm sorry, help Millie with baking a devil's food cake.
Yes, we've prepared all our necessary ingredients here on the left and all of our necessary equipment here on the right.
Now Millie, I don't spend much time in the kitchen, so this will be interesting.
Let's just keep everything nice and organized for the audience's consideration.
So these are the ingredients and those are the utensils, correct?
Yes, like I said before. Now let's go over the ingredients that we're going to need. We're going to need 9 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1.5 cups of cake flour at not self-rising, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 stick unsalted butter at room temperature, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, 2 large eggs at room temperature, a 1/2 cup of strong coffee, and a 1/2 cup of whole or low-fat milk.
Now all that stuff is here in front of me, correct?
Yes, then I'll be asking you to get me the ingredients so we can make the batter.
What about the oven?
I was getting to that. Right, so place the rack at the center of your oven and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Then take your pans and butter them so the cake won't stick to the pan when they're done baking.
So what do we do with these?
Let's just follow my lead, okay? You're going to take this spoon, this bowl, and take 9 tablespoons of cocoa powder and put them in here.
Yeah. That's cocoa powder?
They have labels on them. Can you pass me the flour?
Right.
Now we're going to sift this into a large bowl to give it a light and fluffy feel.
What would you like me to do now?
Sift the cocoa powder into this bowl.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to go around Leo here, and I'm going to grab the salt, the baking powder, and the baking soda, which has already been prepared for us here. And when Leo is done sifting, which it looks like he is, he's going to sift in this ingredients while I work on the butter and the sugar with the electric mixer. Now, I'm going to add in 1 egg at a time and to make it nice and light and fluffy.
Would you like me to put that in there?
Well, yes, of course. Just put that in here gradually. And then I'm going to include the coffee and the milk. And then Leo's going to add the rest of the dry ingredients until everything is evenly incorporated. Then we're going to get our buttered pans.
Oh, the ones I had before.
Oh, yes, Leo. The ones you had before. And then we're going to put them into these bowls, and we're going to scrape the edges so that everything gets
I'll do this for you.
incorporated.
Sure.
Okay. Then we're going to put this into the oven for 25 minutes. Okay, and then when we put them in, I'll pull out the already prepared pans, and they will come out looking like this. Now it's time to make the ganache.
The ganache?
Yes, it's a smooth chocolate frosting, and we are going to need 10 ounces of bittersweet or semi-sweet chocolate, coarsely chopped, a 1/2 cup of cream, and 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. and we're going to put them into a heat-proof bowl over a pan of barely simmering water. And then we're going to stir occasionally until all the chocolate is melted. And then when we're done, we're going to take it out of the pan. Leo, can you take the butter and chop it up into small pieces and put it into this and whisk it until everything is nice and even and the ganache is done?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Then when you're done with that, you're going to leave it to sit for an hour at room temperature. And then when you're done, it'll come out looking
Like this.
and then when it's frosted onto the cake, it'll come out looking like.
Oh, like this one?
Oh, that's okay, Leo. I got this one. Here.
Are we going to have any cake?
Why don't I cut us a slice? That cake is delicious. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm Milagros Davis.
And I'm Leo Lumpkin saying, see you soon on Baker's Time.
If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake, baked a cake, baked a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. How'd you do? How'd you do?